Hey everybody, it's Chugger Conroy. Welcome back to more EarthBound. Last time, we visited the rather sensitive Tenda village and got a call from Apple Kid. Just in time to hear that he's run into some kind of trouble, and because it doesn't seem to involve his inventions blowing up, it must be really serious this time. This time, we are heading out after him at Dr. Ananuts' lab. His glasses look so cute peeking over Pooh's big shiny head. We got a little bit more of these enemies to deal with. I think we fought all 4 of them. Or all 3 of them, what am I saying? And I think we're gonna be pretty safe to not get diamondized. Paula, I think the Woolly Shambler was weak to freeze while the Lesser Mook was definitely not. Heavy Bazooka on the Lesser Mook, and then Pooh, you're gonna focus on the Woolly Shambler just a little bit. I haven't really mentioned the Woolly Shambler. It's just kind of a very average enemy. It has a regular attack that's kinda strong-ish, not really that bad. It does shield alpha, and it has flash alpha, meaning that all it can do is make you cry, sometimes make you feel strange. It will not insta-kill you. Whoa! Good level up for Pooh, having those stat buffs catch up with him, and now he has the power of Life Up Gamma. This isn't the only place to get premium HP recovery anymore. We see that true to his existing in another spot, Brick Road is gone. And if you did not erase the pencil earlier, then you're gonna have to go through Brick Road. Not like it's really a big deal because it's pretty easy. This is why I recommended on the last visit that you erase that pencil statue before you have a chance to forget. Thankfully I have. Hopefully you did as well. The enemies that you would have fought when you were here to fight Shroom are now far too weak for you, and you're probably gonna insta-kill them. That's why I went out of my way to show you what they were like while we still could, because now getting into an actual fight with these guys to show you what they were capable of, probably not about to happen. In fact, let's try it. Let's get into a fight with 2 at once. Oh! He looks like he has a wing on his back. He looks like some kind of vampiric flying crocodile, and he's not actually standing on his tail, it's just him lifting off to take flight. Can I really not kill these guys in one turn? Well, not if Ness acts like that. Whoa! I needed all 4 of you to beat the strong crocodile. That's very true to its name. The Mr. Elder Baddie is no big deal, though. Okay, well that confirms it. I need all 4 of the attacks to take out the crocodile. I needed 1 extra attack to take out the baddie, so nope, game. You're doing your job. You're tracking the enemy's health very well. Case in point. There's not really anything else here. Jeff grows to 52. The last thing I want to say about this place is that hit detection sucks. Paula grows to 54 and realize the power of defense down Omega, hitting every enemy in the enemy party. What I was saying is, someday I will get to it, and that day is today. It was weird how there were some squares there. Were there sprites in those locations? No, just one of them, huh? It's that the pencil eraser, assuming that you did not erase that pencil statue earlier, this is the last time it ever has the capability of doing anything. Store it in the Escargot Express, never worry about it again. South of Stonehenge, have you changed your tune in any way? No, you're just still concerned about the youth of today being stupid and not at all like what you were like when you were a kid. It's all a conspiracy, I tell you. The aliens are taking over the world by making sure idiots like this are the only people who get to vote by not abducting that type of person. Well, that escalated quickly. I've been waiting for you. My master Applecake completed this eraser machine. While he was calling you, he was kidnapped. He felt like this. I was there, but I was helpless. Sorry about that. Anyway, take this machine. Also, sorry, Kirby. By making that sound, I woke up my cat, who, for some reason, always thinks that where I'm recording is a great place to sleep, and that he will never, ever get woken up. He just went back to bed without moving. Case in point. Ooga booga! May I help you? Waka ungawa! What would you like? You have the same items as before. Picnic lunch is a pretty good health recovery item, but you got brain food lunches, you got jars of deli sauce, you don't need anything else. Except, I think we're gonna call up mock pizza. I'm gonna order a large pizza because that heals a lot of HP to the entire party. It's a very important distinction. And before going out to a big fight, if you have access to a free phone, I think it's worth an inventory slot. It's one of those things that I would say actually might compete with a multi-bottle rocket in usefulness. So we're gonna go outside, and we got 3-minute delivery. So now I can tell you about the irony that mock pizza takes 3 minutes to deliver, but the escargot express are snails and they get here almost instantly. Hardy har. I think in the meantime, actually, because I gotta wait out 3 minutes, we might as well get a little stronger. I haven't really grinded hardly at all, and I've been doing just fine, but it can't hurt. Besides, maybe I'll get lucky and get a 1 in 128 drop from the Mighty Bear 7. A guy can dream. We have a full heal as well, but the instant revitalizing device inside of Dr. Ananutz's lab. I don't know why I'm justifying so much to you here, like I'm so worried that you're going to think that I'm stupid for doing this, but wow, I just outed my own insecurities. Hello, it's your dad! I needed that! Actually, yeah, we've been going for a while. Find a place to stay in the nearest town. When you get to the hotel, be sure to give your deal dad a call. Well, it'll be a capsule hotel, but a hotel nonetheless. Nest grew to 59. Gaining some vitality along the way. Can't call that a useless use of time. Pooh grew to 47. Gaining some vitality as well. Yeah, we were getting a pizza. Here's your pizza pie, sir. That'll be $238. You have the money, don't you? I actually forgot about the money part, but that's fine. Thank you very much. This should come in handy. I think we're gonna have that. Paula kind of, I guess her inventory space is fine. Well, do I want this on, actually? I'm just thinking that with 4 party members, it would be excellent to have this just in there somewhere because we're gonna get a lot of mileage out of it, and it's good for the money. Definitely one of the strongest HP recovery items there is. I've gotten healed up, as you do before entering an alien stronghold filled with death. We have an eraser. Apple Kid's invention. It erases something that looks like an eraser that might also be blocking the way. We have the ability to remove giant erasers that might be blocking our way, and I think you might remember where we have seen a giant eraser blocking our way. Shading on those stairs looks so 3D, especially if you're playing on a CRT, it looks great. Ness used the eraser razor. For some reason, the iron eraser statue disappeared in an instant. This is the only time that you outright need the eraser. You are good to call the Escargot Express and deposit it. For silly reasons, unbeknownst to you first-timers, I'm keeping it in Ness's inventory. It does have a purpose, it just doesn't really matter all that much. We're getting things started! We're confronting the source of the evil with the Mook Senior! Wow, we're starting the difficulty off balls to the wall. This thing is mean. It is, of course, as you would guess, a stronger version of the lesser Mook that we have seen around Winters. How is it stronger? Well, it has Freeze Beta instead of Freeze Alpha. It's got Fire Alpha, which isn't really that bad. It still seems to resist Freeze. Please hit Paula. No, that's bad. Heavy Bazooka, please. Smash! Took it out. Additionally, it has Life Up Alpha, able to recover the health of itself and others, but the big danger, and you know it, just like the lesser Mook, it's capable of diamondizing one of your party. Oh! First attack, loving it. That's awesome, I like that. Okay, we got a branching path here. We are gonna go down both pathways eventually. I think for now we're just gonna go to the left. I am one of those weirdos who likes going left more often than they like going right, and I don't know, the left side is just, it's so taboo. It's rare to be left-handed, and you know, it's kind of a walk on the wild side. We got a Starman. I'm just kind of dwelling on what I said there for a moment because that was weird even for me. This looks like the background of some kind of 80s music video. We're not in junior territory anymore. We're on to the big guns, and they're honestly not much more threatening than the Starman Jr. that wasn't even capable of hurting us. He has a beam attack, as you saw there, and he's already dead. I do kind of want to give him a chance to show his other attacks. The main thing about the Starman is that if you're doing an item challenge, he has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping a brain food lunch. Of course, not necessary, though if you do find it, it is very helpful, a very big boost to your resources down here, being able to just get that much PP recovery out of the blue that you weren't expecting to get. Guess we're fighting more of them. Mook Senior, I think maybe I'll go for Roland Beta here just because they're standing in a line. We also know that they resist that. It's a good idea to shut down the Mook Senior as fast as humanly possible because you don't want it getting a single turn where it has a 1 in 4 chance of diamondizing one of your party, having to expend so much PP to recover it when you're all the way down here. It's not exactly going to be an easy walk once we get deep into things. Okay, so that's done. Heavy Bazooka. There it's gone. Splash damage on the Starman, and I didn't even need to do rolling at all. Sudden Guts Pill! Guts became 50, amazingly enough. I might have sounded really surprised there, but it wasn't a bad kind of surprise, contrary to what my tone probably was. I do have issues with tone, I'm sorry, but my surprise there was one of joy. The Starman also was on guard there, making him one of the rare enemies that has a defend command, and I gotta say, the Starman is not a very dangerous foe. In addition to defense not really being that great because you're probably going to be using psychic moves on it anyway, so reducing physical damage isn't even that potent anyway, it isn't really even that dangerous. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. I'd like to know if I am. The Starman's full moveset is firing a beam, defending, Magnet Alpha, Shield Alpha, and the Sudden Guts Pill. I don't believe enemies are capable of hanging on with 1 HP at the end of a fight. I think that's something only you can do. And in addition to that, they don't have any attack that's capable of getting smashes. A beam is not a physical attack. Plus, it's really easy to get first attacks on them. Their movement is teleporting around the field, which might seem really dangerous at first because they'll just teleport into the middle of your party. Yet, I get first attacks on them all the time without even trying, and they don't get to do a dang thing. I think the most dangerous move in their moveset is Magnet Alpha just because you want to be conserving your PP as much as you can, and it is a mild inconvenience having that happen to you. I don't know. It's weird. I think that they are actually a pretty lame enemy, and I think if the Starman Jr. was just copy and pasted its moveset into the regular Starman, it would be a lot more dangerous. Atomic Power Robot. Here we go. This is probably the most awkward enemy that we're going to be seeing down here in Stonehenge. Why is it awkward? Well, okay, Pooh, you're gonna use Mirror on it. Relaxed and took a deep breath. Yikes! Pooh turned into the Atomic Power Robot. Finally, that gets a chance to work. This thing has 2 attacks, which we're not going to get to see because we're just too darn good. Yeah. The reason why this enemy is so awkward is, of course, it explodes. Yet at the same time, its moveset has a beam that it fires. That's not too bad. It also has replenishing a fuel supply. This will max out the HP of 1 person on its side. That's why I like having Pooh copy it, because on a coin flip every turn, he will max out the HP of one of your party. Personally, I think it sounds very disturbing, the idea of him just sprouting a tentacle out of his back, impaling somebody, and then shooting oil through their body to heal them. Especially on Paula, that sounds really creepy, just having him do that and having, like, oil gushing out of her eye sockets and everything. Okay, I'll stop. I'm sure this is, like, really disturbing somebody. Yeah, so it's a party healer, meaning that you probably want to take it out quickly, especially when other enemies are able to diamondize you and you want to shut them down right away and don't want them living. Yet at the same time, if you take it out first, you can't mash through the rest of the battle to avoid taking the explosion damage, and it's oftentimes going to be the last enemy that you take out by avoiding that massive damage that's often mortal on most of your party. It's awkward, to be sure. I think that I like taking it out last. That's just me. Additionally, with Pooh using Mirror on it, it is the only enemy in the game that I ever use Mirror on, because that's a nice effect for no PP. We're just seeing tons and tons of this thing. At least we know that Freeze Gamma instantly takes it out, so we don't have to worry about a thing. Not that it's really even able to hurt you that much on its own. We're very lucky that we're not fighting it in a group of enemies, because I feel like that's where it's at its most dangerous and where it's actually awkward to fight, but 627 damage, we're done. Anyway, I was saying about Pooh. If there are other enemies that are worth using Mirror on, I'd like to hear them, because this is the only one that I've ever found that I personally like. It fails a lot of the time. It just seems like it doesn't really work very well a lot. There's the fact that it's just so slow because it takes a turn of setup, and then because he's AI controlled. Ah, that's bad! Oh, wow, we're actually getting to see the very scenario that I was saying was very awkward. Great first turn, guys. You're excellent fighters, you know that? You really had me going there for a second. I thought we were gonna be in danger, man. Paula, you can bash. Jeff, you can heavy bazooka. Thunder Gamma, I guess? I haven't really used this all that much. Clear this. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? No, okay. I got really scared there for a second that was actually going to hit the atomic power robot enough to kill it. Wow, this got bad very quickly. You guys also got bad very quickly. Apparently, without Ness in the party, all you do is miss. Replenish to fuel supply. Come on. Jeff, heavy bazooka. I should be doing that more than I am. I was saying that because Mirror takes a turn of setup, and then on top of that, it's random what move he uses in the enemy's moveset. So, for instance, you wouldn't want him turning into a Starman, because not only does Pooh already know a lot of those psychic attacks, but he might just defend on his turn, which he can do anyway. He might use Magnet, which he can also just do anyway. It's so slow compared to just attacking when most enemies can be felled in 1 or 2 turns. I will say that Pooh is definitely showing his worth there with being the second person to have healing Gamma. Ooh. Why is your background different? This isn't what you look like before. Are there perhaps 2 varieties of Starman and I'm not aware of them where internally they're different, but on the surface they look like the same guy? I don't know. I just realized we're all very low on health. I've been so busy rambling about Pooh not being very helpful all the time that I forgot to heal. How ironic, considering that's what he's really good at. Life up B. Life up B. And life up OC. When I was a kid and I was reading these, I didn't know what Greek characters were, so I thought Alpha was OC, written very stylistically, so that's how I pronounced it. I thought it was a capital B for Beta, and then I thought Gamma was just a cursive Y. I knew that Omega was Omega, and I guess I just thought that Omega was a cool-sounding thing and not necessarily a Greek thing. Greek letters are cool-sounding, though, so I guess I'll give my younger self points for that. That he knows cool-looking other language characters when he sees them. He doesn't know ordinary other language characters when he sees them. That was kind of his biggest downfall. Fire Alpha, not really a threat there. Just so long as you're not diamondizing me, you are good by my books. I am a friend to senior citizens of alien races and human alike. And that brings us to the end of this pathway. Almost. There it is. Man, this is quite a gauntlet. I don't remember this part being so long. Paula grows to 56. First level up, I think I'm even acknowledging down here because we've had just so much to talk about. The Stonehenge base is cool. I've always personally been one of those people who likes reading up on theories about what Stonehenge really is. Jeff grows to 54. I agree that Stonehenge is very mysterious, maybe even kind of romantic to wonder about, just how it was built or why it's there. It does sound plausible as anything else that it would have been built by aliens, because it just seems so weird. And I like how EarthBound uses mysteries in our world for its storytelling, giving answers to those questions that, you know, might be plausible within this universe. If you're gonna have an alien invasion of Earth and you're gonna make it set in our world, you might as well include some of those urban legends that have aliens related to them. Everyone's getting pretty low on HP because these battles are not letting up, and this is precisely the situation that I ordered the large pizza for. Ness and his friends ate the large pizza together. Such a good feeling. No wonder everyone's... Screw you, Pooh! I'm trying to be all heartwarming about it, but you're just like, my culture did not raise me eating this most unorthodox food. Ness grows to 61. And got the Flash Gamma! Ooh. This has a 50% chance of making the enemy cry, 1 in 8 chance of making them feel strange, 1 in 8 chance of paralysis, and a 1 in 4 chance of insta-killing, making it more likely to do the very thing that you want your Flash to be doing. But I guess on the note of that pizza. Paula got Thunder Gamma through a level up. I'm never gonna get to say this. I was going to say that if this whole save the world thing doesn't work out, then We could become a traveling museum exhibit. Behold, the only boy in the world who doesn't like pizza. It'd be a rare enough sight that you could do that. Then again, I guess if this whole saving the world thing doesn't work out, we'd be dead. So, downsides of being heroes to save the world. We have made it to a new section of the Stonehenge base, and I think that's gonna be a pretty good stopping point. Next time on EarthBound, we go deeper into the alien stronghold and see what we can find. See you guys then.